To solve this question, let us revise the concept of the Weins displacement law. So here we go. This is the graph. On the y-axis, we have intensity. On the x-axis, we have wavelength. So according to the Weins displacement law, the lambda maximum is B upon T, which can be written as lambda maximum into temperature is equal to constant, where B is the constant. Now, if you go back to the question, we have been given a graph. Y-axis is intensity, x-axis is wavelength, and we have to figure out what will happen to the shape of the graph if the surface of this black body were at a higher temperature. Now, since we already know the formula, lambda maximum into temperature is a constant. If the temperature increases, lambda maximum will have to decrease because lambda max and temperature are inversely proportional. And what does lambda max even mean? Lambda maximum is that wavelength at which intensity is minimum. So if you observe at this particular point, this is maximum intensity. And let's try to figure out what is the wavelength in that case. So this is lambda max. That represents the wavelength at which the intensity is maximum. Since we already proved that lambda maximum will decrease, which means the peak of this graph is going to shift towards the left hand side, which means the answer is either option A or option C. Now we need to focus on the maximum intensity since that's the peak. For that, we go to the basic formula for intensity. Intensity is equal to power upon area, and power is given by the Stephens-Boltzmann law, which is AE sigma temperature to the power 4, where sigma is the Stephens-Boltzmann's constant. And now if we replace power in the intensity expression, we will get intensity equals to E sigma temperature to the power 4. E is the emissivity, which is a constant for a black body. Sigma is anyways a constant. Hence, we can say that intensity is directly proportional to the fourth power of temperature. Since it's mentioned that the black body is at a higher temperature, so temperature increases. And since temperature is increasing, intensity will rise. Hence, the maximum intensity in this graph will have to go up, which means the peak will become higher. Hence, the answer is C, which states that the peak, which is the maximum intensity, becomes bigger and the entire graph shifts to the left hand side.